Hey guys, Calvin here. As you may know, the dumpling battle between Wonton and Jiaozi has been for tens of centuries in China. Jiaozi is known as the food from North China and Wonton is from the south. Different people may have their personal preference in the battle of Wonton and Jiaozi, but what's the difference between the two? So today I'm gonna make both. Let's get started straight away. The first thing we are gonna do is to make our dough. 2.5 cups of flour in a bowl, add half a teaspoon of salt, give it a little mix. Pour 1 cup of water a little bit at one time into the flour and stir it in one direction. Let's knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes until the dough is relatively smooth on the surface. Then we are gonna let the dough have a rest for half an hour. Now we are gonna make the filling while the dough is taking a rest. These are the most typical ingredients we are gonna need to make the wonton filling. People in China often use shepherd purse or Chinese leek to go with pork mince. But it's hard to find these vegetables at the market. I found the kale is a perfect alternative and it has fairly close taste. Shred the kale and then find a big bowl and pour everything in. Stir it until it turns a bit hard to stir, which means the pork and the vegetable have absorbed the seasoning and is ready to use. Now it's the time to roll out our dough. Just knead it a couple more times to make it smoother on the surface. Cut the dough into 4 pieces because I don't have a long enough rolling pin. Cover the worktop and the dough with some more flour. Flatten the dough a bit and we are gonna roll it out into a rectangular shape. Roll the flake and roll out to make it a bit thinner. Remember to sprinkle some more flour to prevent sticking. Repeat this for a couple more times and you will find your rolling pin is too short to finish the job, but the flake is a bit too thick at the moment. Don't worry, let's move on to cut the edges off to make the flake a rectangular shape. Then cut the flake into 4x4 finger-wide square shape. Roll the smaller flake out a bit, and you will find that we made a perfect wrapper. It's just as thin as a piece of paper. One teaspoon of filling on the wrapper and fold it like this. Try to allow 0.2 inch or 5mm gap between these two edges, and then fold it like this. See again. The last step is to cook our wonton. Wonton can hardly go without soup, so I'm gonna use chicken soup in here, which is my favorite. You can definitely use any kind of soup you like, or just water to cook wonton. Bring the soup to a boil. Put wonton in. I'm gonna vibrate the wok in case the wonton stick to the bottom of the wok. Close the lid and wait until the soup comes to another boil. add a cup of cold water or soup. The reason doing this is to cool down the surface of the wonton, and it will make the very inside of the filling cooked, and in the meantime, make sure the wrappers won't be overcooked. Add 2 more times of cold water to the soup when the soup is boiling. Then, all done! I strongly recommend that you guys try chicken soup to go with wonton. They match perfectly well. Now we're gonna customize the topping. And some spring onion and the sesame oil. Oh, don't forget some seaweed. Okay, that's it. And I will see you in the next video for the other kind of dumpling jiaozi and finish the battle. See you later.